Hey guys, so for today's video, I wanted to just kind of play around with some of the new products that I had gotten. This video was filmed back in July, so I had just gotten a bunch of new gel polishes from Ballpit, and I kind of wanted to just play around with them and test them out and see how they were. So to start off, I'm just going in with Nude Beach from Ballpit, and I apply that to all of the nails. I did do 2 coats of this, and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. So, like I said, I did just want to kind of play around and try out these Ballpit gel polishes that I had recently gotten. I did try out some of them on the SpongeBob set that you see here. So like all the colors of the flowers are all Ballpit colors, and then SpongeBob and Patrick are also Ballpit colors. But for this set, I really wanted to focus on the new black and white gel polishes, as well as the black and white liner gels that she had just released that month. And not only did I want to see how they worked, but I also wanted to show you guys how they worked as well, because I did show them in a haul video that I did. I did swatch them, but sometimes I feel like swatches don't really show you like how they work if you were to do nail art or paint an entire nail, like a long nail like this. So I do like to, if I get new products and I show you in a haul or something, I do like to do some sort of nail art for you guys to see, like fully, kind of like fully how they work and like the coverage of them and everything. So that was kind of what this video was for. Now I'm going to be taking the black and the white from Ballpit, and I'm just going to do some random little like squiggly color block patches. I didn't really have a plan for this. I just wanted something that I could do that would show how like pigmented these gels were, as well as the liner brushes. So I thought I was just do some like line work and do some like abstract type of design. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going in with the brush straight out of the bottle to do the initial like block of color there, and then I do take a liner brush and kind of refine the shape a little bit, which really I didn't need to do, because in the end the first line that's there is on this white one, it's a black line, but on the black one it's a white line. So I didn't really need to do that. I could have just waited until I started doing the lines to refine that shape, but I did it anyhow because I wasn't really thinking about that. But after I got all of the white done on the nails, I think I only did the white on 3 of the nails and then the black on 2 of the nails. But after I got all the white and the black on, I did go ahead and cure them for 60 seconds. I will say these gels are pretty thick and they are super pigmented. I did only do 1 coat of the white and the black, because like I said, they are super pigmented. So you do want to make sure you're doing a thin coat of this, because if you do too thick of a coat, it's not going to cure properly and you will definitely have some wrinkling as well as uncured gel on the nail. So make sure you are doing thin coats with this and curing for 60 seconds. So even though these gels are super thick, they level out really nicely. There's no streaking or anything either. They're really nice white and black gel polish. Madam Glam was my go-to for white and black for a long time, but since I purchased these and have used them a few times now, these gel polishes are definitely my go-to for white and black, because like I said, they're very thick, very pigmented. They are definitely 1 coat coverage. You know, if you wanted to do a second coat just to be sure, you can, but it's really not needed at all. Madam Glam is also usually 1 coat coverage. I did find that for the white and black, I would have to sometimes do 2 coats, because if you hold them up, like the nails up at all, if you do a black or white nail with Madam Glam, you can see a lot of light coming through, which I mean isn't really that big of a deal, but you know, if you hold your hands at certain angles, you will be able to kind of see through that a little bit. And I wasn't noticing that with this black or this white from Ballpit. So I do really enjoy these 2 colors here from Ballpit. And I do just want to clarify that, like, I am not an affiliate or a brand ambassador at all for Ballpit. I didn't get these gel polishes as like PR or anything. I did purchase them with my own money. I just, you know, because I did buy them and I am going to be using them, I do kind of I want you guys to see them and like know, because you might be looking at them and you're like, I don't know if this is a good brand, or you know, you don't necessarily really want to do a blind buy. And I feel like here on YouTube, I've never seen anyone do like a review on Ballpit's gel polishes. I've seen them on Instagram all the time, but I feel like here on YouTube, it's usually everyone doing like Nails by Deb and like using Nails by Deb, which is also a really good brand. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to show you so you could see them and decide maybe if you want to purchase them or if you want to give Ballpit a try. So after all that is on and cured, I'm taking the Emo Black liner gel and the Angel White liner gel to do those lines that I said I was going to do. So on the white nail, I'm using the Emo Black, and on the black nail, I'm using the Angel White liner gel. And for those of you that don't know the difference between a regular gel polish and a liner gel polish, a regular gel polish is a little bit thinner. Even though there are some thicker regular gel polishes, it is still on the thinner side compared to a liner gel. A liner gel is thicker and is better for nail art because it is a little bit thicker and it will stay in place, whereas sometimes with a normal gel polish it can kind of spread and run on the nail. So if you are looking into getting into nail art and like really wanting to improve your nail art, I would suggest getting liner gels. Ballpit only has this black and white liner gel at the moment. I do know Nails by Dev has a whole bunch of different liner gels that you could look at. I've never used any of her liner gels though, so I don't know, like, you know, consistency wise how they are. But with the liner gels, you do want to make sure you stir them up in the pot before using them to make sure you get like consistent lines and there's no kind of separation in the gel polish. And obviously you don't have to use liner gel for nail art. I usually don't because I don't have any liner gels other than these black and white ones. I did used to have a whole pack of liner gels from like Savvyland that I got off of Amazon, but I used them so much that I used them all up and I just never bought them again because I ended up getting a whole bunch of other gel polishes that kind of made up for not having those. So anyhow, like I said, you don't have to use liner gels if you don't want to, or if you don't have any. You can easily do nail art with just normal regular gel polishes. So for this video, I only show doing 2 nails of the lines because it took so long. It's also super repetitive. Like, I feel like at this point you get the idea of what I'm doing. I do show this one with me using the black liner, and then I show a nail using the white liner. I did have a couple of the lines, I think, in real time, but all the rest is sped up quite a bit because this was a very slow process. I am a pretty slow painter, especially when it comes to doing something with lines like this. So it is going to be sped up for the rest of the line work here. Also, I'm using my 11mm liner brush. It's kind of my go-to. I use it for most things when doing nail art, but honestly, I should have used a longer one, like my 15mm liner brush, because these are longer lines, and usually when doing longer lines, you do want to use a longer brush because it will help with like the straightness of the line, and you're not going to have a super shaky line. Like you can see on some of these lines, they do look kind of shaky and they're not all very consistent in weight across the line. So some parts are a little bit thicker, some parts are a little bit thinner. I did try to go through and fix all that to make them as consistent as possible, but like I said, it would have been a whole lot easier if I would have used a longer brush rather than this shorter brush. And just like the normal gel polishes, these liner gels do level out very nicely, so you're not going to have lumpy and bumpy application at all with these. They're also not streaky at all as long as you mix them up. If you don't mix them up before using them, they can look a little streaky, again, because usually with these gel pots or the liner gels, they do tend to separate if they sit. So you do want to make sure that you are mixing them before using them to make sure that there's not any streakiness going on. But after I got all the lines done on all of the nails, I did go ahead and put them in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And then once I was done, I wanted to test out and see what it would look like if they were matte, just because that base color that I used, the Nude Beach, does have some glitter in it. I wasn't really sure how that was going to turn out. Honestly, I think it looks really good matte, and I think the black and white part of it really looks good matte. But I ended up just going ahead and doing the shiny top coat because I wanted to be able to see that glitter in the nude color as well. As you can see with the matte, it does kind of dull it out a little bit and it's not as shiny and sparkly. Also, I could have done the nude part shiny and then make the black and white part matte. I think that would have given a really cool effect, having the contrast between the matte and shiny on the nails, but I kind of didn't want to go through and open up my matte top coat as well and like really make sure that I'm getting the matte top coat on the parts that I want matte and the shiny top coats on the parts that I want shiny. I just wanted to do one like brush stroke, I guess, and not like have to separate the nails, if that makes any sense. So that's why I just went with the shiny. After I got that all applied, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And this is how they came out. I actually really like this set. It's kind of on the more simple side compared to some of the things that I usually do, but I really enjoy it, and I like the like nude glittery background with the black and white stripes going on here. Honestly, looking at them now, it's kind of giving me like zebra cake vibes, or even just like normal zebra, but specifically zebra cakes for some reason. I think because they're kind of like wonky shaped, or they're like octagon, hexagon, whatever shape they are. I don't know. They just remind me of zebra cakes. But anyhow, this is kind of just like a random design, but I think it works really well. If I would have done all of the color blocking on the bottom, I could have said this is like an abstract French type of look, but I don't know, I wanted to be a little different and do some at the top as well. But overall, I am really happy with this set, and it was fun to just kind of play around with these new gel polishes that I had got. I do really love both the black and white gel polish as well as the black and white liner gels, and I definitely recommend them. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.